One of the biggest mysteries in the technology world is the identity of Satoshi Nakamoto.
Super Bowl Sunday, February 13, 2022, 11:11 p.m.
The computer programmer who invented the digital currency Bitcoin.
The hunt for Satoshi.
Super Bowl 2022 final score. Results. Rams win first title in 22 years after with comeback over Bengals.
How exciting. The stands packed thousands. Not a COVID scare in sight. Everybody must be jabbed or immune, eh? As for me, how about a repeat afternoon and evening of a decentralized stairway to heaven on the blockchain? Yeah. Because I don't give a damn about sports. Not a fan. A batch of crypto exchanges, including FTX, Coinbase, and Crypto.com, aired on Super Bowl commercials at a cost of up to $7 million per 30-second spot. Haven't seen anything like that since the dot-com boom. Startups that were part of the dot-com wave of the early internet bought nearly 20% of the total ad slots. And we can bet 20%, maybe less out of 100 justified that ad budget. So many shitcoins, so little time. Not enough NFTs with utility. Too many rug pulls, fly-by-night, first-class felons, do-gooders with bad strategy. High, hoping underachievers, neural nerds, tech junkies, non-fungible tightwads, Main Street sweat with a Wall Street front. Encrypted datum, open ledgers, sidereal nodes, secure hash alchemy, arithmetical computation of analysis of equations, the art of reasoning about quantitative relations, sophisticated, compact, highly systemized notations, and finally, Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin. Nearly 500 people became billionaires over the course of the pandemic, and the richest among them doubled their fortune. Meanwhile, the great majority of humanity are worse off. So says Gabriella Butcher, the executive director of Oxfam International. Those widening disparities and the huge gap between how the rich and the poor experience the pandemic have led some to call for wealth redistribution. Oxfam. If the 10 richest people on the planet were to surrender 99% of the wealth they gained during the pandemic, we would have enough money to vaccinate the world. We would have the money to invest in having universal health care. That's ugly. When the 1% gives away 99% of their wealth, any context, it will rain snow cones in hell. Whoever thought of that had to throw up in their mouth a little bit when they wrote it. Let's reason out the economics. That's a tough racket to ask anybody to give away most of anything they have without formidable request. The idea of 10 of the richest individuals administering 99% of their wealth is structurally unsound. What would be given in exchange? It would be better to entertain and consider if 99 of the richest individuals stateside donated just 1% of their wealth. We can even consider 0.5% from 200 of the richest. Those fractions of micro-allocated wealth would have macroeconomic effect. Interesting. Brings me to Bitcoin. Every Bitcoin is composed of 100 million Satoshis. Value can be split and combined with Bitcoin. You can spend an entire Bitcoin or use a fraction of it for transactions. Satoshis, commonly referred as sats, are a fraction of a Bitcoin. Simply put, a Satoshi is more or less to a Bitcoin what a penny is to $1. I'm starting to get the idea we can break these coins into as many fractions we need. Did Satoshi plan this out perfectly? No help from the rich, no centralized authority. Every person is their own bank. Securely send money to anybody, anywhere. This is now possible. Goddamn genius. I shake the man's hand, but he doesn't exist. Or he did, but vanished. What is known as Satoshi Nakamoto published a white paper in 2008 that jump-started development of cryptocurrency. Yes, Mr. Bitcoin creator himself. Communication to and from Nakamoto was conducted electronically, and the lack of personal and background details meant that it was impossible to find out the actual identity behind the name. Nakamoto's involvement with Bitcoin, however, ended in 2010. The last correspondence anyone had with Nakamoto was an email? Never touched. Another crypto developer said they had moved on to other things. You can't make this shit up. A man created a currency, changed the world, and up and away. Stuff out of movies. Call me crazy, but he sounds like a Japanese cyber Robin Hood. Wait. Something else. It's been exactly 13 years since the day computer scientist Hal Finney became the recipient of the first transaction on the Bitcoin blockchain from creator Satoshi Nakamoto. Finney died in Phoenix, Arizona, on August 28, 2014 as a result of complications of ALS, and was cryopreserved by the Alcor Life Extension Foundation. This entails freezing of human corpses and brains in liquid nitrogen after legal death, with hopes of resurrecting and restoring them to full health in the event some new technology can be developed in the future. Well, by the sound of it, Hal Finney is definitely coming back before Satoshi. Let's start with breaking the ice with Finney. Sometimes death tells a story life has to wait for.
I'd consider myself a realist, all right? But in philosophical terms, I'm what's called a pessimist.
Okay, what's that mean?
It means I'm bad at parties. I think human consciousness was a tragic misstep in evolution. We became too self-aware. Nature created an aspect of nature separate from itself. We are creatures that should not exist by natural law.
Well, that sounds god-fucking awful, Russ.
We are things that labor under the illusion of having a self, this accretion of sensory experience and feeling. Programmed with total assurance that we are each somebody, when in fact everybody's nobody. I think the honorable thing for our species to do is deny our programming, stop reproducing, walk hand in hand into extinction. One last midnight, brothers and sisters opting out of a raw deal.
So,
That it's obviously my programming.